Yeah, it's another hot day in South Louisiana, but it's a great day to have a listing appointment. I've had probably so far this week, today's Wednesday, 5 listing appointments so far this week, and a couple of more coming. It's a great time to be a seller. Never enough inventory for buyers to choose from. Let's talk about what are some things that are worth making repairs to, upgrades to, before you list your home, and what are some things that I just would not recommend. So listen, I've been in real estate now for 7.5 years, and I've seen every kind of flag that an appraiser is going to flag. So I hear often sellers will say, I'm selling completely as is. I don't want to do anything. I just want to throw it on the market. Not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. So as a seller, you get one shot to make a great first impression. And so the impression that you want to give potential buyers walking through your home is that you have taken great pride and great care in your home. All right, and you do that by making it available to any loan type that any buyer has. So what does that mean? Probably, if I had to guess, I'd say about 80% of buyers, especially those who are buying a home for the first time, and then listen, lots of people who are buying a home for a second or third time, are going to use some kind of government loan, which means a VA loan, they're a veteran, an FHA loan, an RD loan, sometimes called USDA loan, and all of those loans have requirements for the home that people are buying, which means that it has to be deemed safe for someone to live in. And so by safe, that means there cannot be any rotten wood, any peeling paint, any cracked windows, missing handrails on porches or steps, those kinds of things. So if you are thinking about putting your house on the market anytime soon, that at the absolute bare minimum is what you want to take care of. You do not want to list your house with rotten wood, peeling paint, broken windows. First of all, it's not a great first impression, right? It's not going to cost you a whole lot of money to make those repairs. If you don't know of a great local carpenter in your area, I have plenty that I can recommend to you in pretty much just any area in Acadiana, right? So if you're thinking about selling your house anytime soon, get those minor things for sure taken care of, all right? I would not recommend major upgrades, major updates, like let's just say you built your house in 2011. I built my house in 2011. The granite countertops that I have in my house right now were those same granite countertops are not in style today. They're not. But if I were going to list my house for sale, I would price it accordingly. And there's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to start ripping out granite and putting new granite, right? So that is something I would not recommend that you do. If your house is outdated, but it is evident that you took great care of it and pride, and it's clean and it's neat and it's been maintained, that's okay. We're going to price it accordingly. But there's no way that by ripping out granite countertops and putting in new granite countertops, I'd ever get the money back as a sale price. I would not, right? One thing I would say is that if you have old, dingy carpet, either A, get them steam cleaned so that they look at least clean, right? Even if they're outdated, they look clean. Or ripping out old carpet and putting down laminate flooring is not a major expense. So that's something that you maybe would consider, right? I walk through some houses and they have missing thresholds. That's an easy fix. Do that. Your main door that you're going to want buyers to walk through into the house, Put a fresh coat of paint on it. Put a new doorknob. Make sure that that entryway looks fresh and inviting and light and bright. Those kinds of things are worth the extra effort, worth your energy, worth the money. But major upgrades are not. Those are so subjective. When a buyer buys your home, they want to put their personal touch on it anyway. And if you price your house accordingly, when they buy it, they will know that these are the things that they want to do to make as upgrades. Things like paint, that's an easy fix. If you have, let's just say your living room is painted maroon, right? You might want to paint that living room a good neutral color. That's not going to cost you a whole lot of money. Again, if you're in an area and you don't know of a good painter, message me. I absolutely could recommend a painter to you. Something like that would absolutely brighten up that room and be worth the money. If you have old, outdated window coverings, changing out curtains to newer ones, that's a quick, easy fix that just brightens up the room and gives it an updated look. Those kinds of things are worth the money. If you are thinking about selling and you're thinking about making upgrades and updates and you're just not sure of what's worth the money and what's not, definitely give me a call or message me or text me. I'd love to have a conversation with you and give you my opinion. And listen, it's absolutely my opinion. It's very subjective, but in the last 7.5 years, I've closed over 600 transactions. I've seen everything out there. I've seen what's gotten flagged by appraisers. And those same things get flagged over and over and over again. You don't want something to get flagged by an appraiser. There's a difference between an inspection and an appraiser, right? An inspection is going to find all kinds of things with your house. Those are not necessarily the things that you would spend money on updating, repairing, or even bringing up to code per se, right? But an appraisal, a government appraisal, is going to flag the same things over and over and over again. So those things that I talked about, you do want to take care of. Not simply because it'll pass appraisal, but because you give a great first impression to any buyer that walks through your home. You have a great day. Remember, there are no stupid questions in real estate. You can reach out to me anytime, whether you're thinking about listing for sale by owner or you're thinking about listing with the realtor. I would love to have a conversation with you. Y'all take care. Have a great day.